Journey Chick on Instagram. Welcome to Crafting and Crime. Episode, I don't know, 170 something. How are you today? I had a very interesting day yesterday. Working from home, I get a text from a subscriber, Cheryl. I'm not gonna lie, Cheryl. She has like been elevated now to like super enabler. Anyway, calls me, tells me, or texts me, Michael's is having a $5 mystery box sale. I'm like, what? She says, yeah, they stuffed these boxes with lots of stuff, and she says, I think it's the Happy Planners. So I'm like, oh. So I call my Michael's, the local one. They're out of them. So I call the one in the next town over, 20 minutes away. And they were like, oh no, we have plenty. So my sister and I went and got some. So the video is either here or here, if you want to check that out. Wait till after the show though. Yeah. Anyway, so I was actually working on the diamond painting when I got this text message. So where are we on the diamond painting? Not almost done. No. So I was working like in this area here, like the water right there. But it is a beautiful painting. It really is. Yeah. Ooh, shoe fly. Shoe fly. Okay, and then when we get home from Michael's, my new shelves are here. And they're looking really sad. I put it together last night. I have got to, it snaps together and it's kind of wonky looking. So I think some of them unsnapped themselves. So I'm going to have to, yes, get on the floor and like play with this thing. But anyway, it's there. I'll be putting yarn in it. It's really looking wonky. It's like, you know, I don't know how to show you guys. When I get it fixed, I'll show you. But yeah, so I need to work on that later today. I don't know, my back's killing me. I don't know if I'll do that. Maybe I'll take the day off. I'm old, folks. I am old. Not getting any younger. And there's no man to do. I don't think a man could have done a better job than I did. So let's just say that out of the box. But it would have been nice to have the help. So, okay. So I've already had the planner out. Here's my planner. So I wrote in here the National Day. It's National Cream-Filled Donut Day. Yeah, I chose cream-filled donuts. And I put what day in history. I put that yesterday. I always put what I do on social media here. So yesterday I uploaded the video for Michael's haul. Last night we had macaroni and cheese for dinner, and I actually put what we plan to have for dinner tonight. Plan, yes. And then I put what I started watching season 2 of Glow Up. That's the Netflix makeup show. You know, the makeup. I'm just like obsessed. I love reality shows, and so I'm obsessed with this makeup show. I'm also watching The Circle season 3. It's a show about social media, and I love it. So what's going on? Oh, here's one of the things I got at Michael's. The strangest thing that I got at Michael's was this rock. I'm like, what the heck? I got a rock. Literally, this is a $3 limestone rock. So, yes, obviously it's to put into a houseplant. Yes, I have a rock. It's just like a really expensive cover under a really heavy cover. It's got some weight to it. Can you see the employees at Michael's? Hey, just throw that in the box. Yeah, we did come away with like a lot of this houseplant stuff, and neither one of us do artificial houseplants at all. And it was just like bits and pieces, like leaves, and I don't know, very weird stuff they couldn't sell, obviously. Anywho, but I have a lot of Happy Planner stuff to give away. Oh my word. Yes, I do. So let's talk about, first of all, thank you if you're new to the channel. If you just subscribed, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Offer him a cream-filled donut. But then when you get to the donut shop, tell them, oh, sorry, they're all out. You have to have a pretzel, a stale pretzel instead. Yep. So, and then don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified when I have another video posted, which you never know, like yesterday, surprise, Michael's haul. Yeah, you don't want to miss that. So that's it. Thank you for subscribing and watching. And yeah, this is the Crafting and Crime show. So let's talk about cream-filled donuts. So apparently jelly donuts and cream-filled donuts are two different things. Who knew? Because I'm thinking, oh, my favorite cream-filled donut is the jelly donut. It's not a cream-filled donut. Now, the cream-filled donuts are like Boston cream, peanut butter cream, which I do enjoy, but I don't like it when there's more cream than donut. I want there to be a good proportion between the cream and the donut. And I don't really care for Boston cream. I like lemon. What are some other kinds? Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of kinds. What kind? Creamville. Okay, Bavarian, chocolate cream. I think like if you go to Dunkin' Donuts, there's chocolate and vanilla cream. Those are okay. Once in a while, little sweet. Yeah, very sweet. Like mostly sugar. Yeah. Custard, caramel cream, strawberry cream. Now, I don't know if I've had a strawberry cream-filled donut, but yum, that would be amazing. Holland cream, I don't even know what that is. Marshmallow cream? What? Coconut cream? Where are these donuts that they have coconut cream? Give me my address. I'll give you my address. You can send me the coconut cream. I will try it. Anyway. I don't need it. Forget it. Let's diamond paint. Let's do some diamond painting. Diamond painting. Diamond painting. Yep. I need a light pad because this is a very dark painting. It is. It is. And for those of you who haven't asked but were curious, the size of light pad that I am using is an A3. No, it's not. It's an A2. What am I saying? The smaller the number, the larger. So an A4 is a very small light pad. A3 is just a little bit bigger, and this is A2. I don't know if they come. I don't know if there's an A1, but it would be huge. I would assume. Yep. There's a lot of this color that I'm doing right now. A lot. So I'm actually using, I think this is a 9 placer right now. I have a 14 placer. I could probably just get that out. It's here somewhere. I won't. So that is all I know about jelly donuts. So, or cream-filled donuts. So yesterday, my sister and I, we went to Dunkin' Donuts. Apparently, Monday is free coffee day. So we both have apps. So we both ordered the free coffee on our app. So we pull up, and I ordered like 10 donut holes up because the dogs enjoy a donut hole. I know you're not supposed to give dogs donuts. I know. Just one. So we pull up to the drive-through and we get our orders, and the lady hands us, she's like, oh, I see you have puppies here. I gave you 25 instead of 10. We're like, oh, yeah. And some of them were jelly-filled, not cream-filled, jelly-filled. Oh, there's Stitch. Hi, Stitch. I don't know if he's going to come over and see me. He's going to say hi to Tootsie. Oh, my God, they've been playing. Yesterday, they were batting each other in the face. It was so funny. Hi, honey. Come see Mommy. Where are you? Oh, you chased her away. Why? Oh, is it because I want you all to myself? Yes. Okay, go lay down. You chased her away. I keep looking at that wonky cabinet. Oh my God. You chased her away. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I love you. Okay. All right. Enough about donuts. But the average, here's a parting note for the cream-filled donuts. The average cream-filled donuts has anywhere from 250 calories to about 500 calories. What do you want? What? Do you need to go outside? Seriously? I guess that's a yes. No, she wants to go see Aunt Jean. Okay. She has a bone around here somewhere, and I think she's looking for it. I made her put it away last night for, at bedtime. She was not happy with me for making her put that away. All right, let's dispense with the jelly-filled donuts, cream-filled donuts. I keep saying jelly because jelly's my favorite. Raspberry is my favorite. My all-time favorite cream-filled donut. This is the last thing I'm going to say about the dang cream-filled donut. Krispy Kreme. It has like it has like a chocolate on the outside, and on the inside is this white cream fill. It's not Boston cream. It's a white cream filled donut, and it is so good. Oh my god! And there's only one Krispy Kreme in Wichita, and it's not far, but farther than I want to go. So yesterday they're building a new restaurant up right next door to Starbucks. So we were trying to figure out what is it going to be, because they're not telling us, And my sister's like, oh, it's got to be a Dunkin' Donuts, because she's obsessed with Dunkin' Donuts. And so I get this alert on my phone later. I get these local alerts, and the local alert was, new Chipotle coming to South Wichita. That's what they're building, a Chipotle. Ugh. Yeah, no thanks. But it's Malia, my granddaughter's favorite place to go for dinner. She'll be thrilled. Her two favorite restaurants, Starbucks and Chipotle, right next to each other near Grandma's house. You can't beat that. All right, let's go to Judge, Jury, and Journey. Okay, let's talk about what's going on in this Elizabeth Holmes trial. First of all, I got the complete scoop from last week. All right, they did pick a jury. It was 7 men, 5 women. So they have a jury, 12 people. They started opening statements on Wednesday. So here are just a few highlights of the prosecution's theory of the case. He said the case is about fraud, it's about lying, and about cheating to get money. He said that she was out of time, she was out of money, and so she was cheating to get the money. And she decided to lie about everything. She controlled it. The prosecution is trying to thwart the defense that this co-defendant Balwani abused her or controlled her in some fashion through abuse. They were saying, the prosecution says she is absolutely, or was absolutely, in control of this company. The buck stopped with her. She sweated the details. She was calling all the shots. Now the defense highlights was that, she made mistakes. It's not a crime to make a mistake in when you're starting a company or when you're trying to get a company off the ground. They said she worked herself to the bone. She worked 15 hours a day to make this lab testing cheaper and more accessible. She poured her heart and soul into this company. Oh, don't you feel sorry for her? In the end, it failed. This happens. This is their attitude. It happens. She walked away with nothing, but they said failure is not a crime. Trying your hardest and coming up short is not a crime. The villain is the government, just described as a living, breathing human being who did her best every day, and she's innocent. She passed on every opportunity to sell this thing. Now, I don't think that's true. On chances to make hundreds of millions of dollars, she was motivated by mission and not money. Oh, so sad. Then they called one witness who was an accountant, financial, what was she? She was an accountant for the company. And she testified that she had to pick and choose every month who they were going to pay, which vendors they were going to pay, because they just didn't have money. And they never in all their existence had a financial audit. So then what happened last week was one of those 12 jurors that they picked said that they had been exposed to COVID and they thought they might have it, so the trial has been delayed. Now it's expected to start again today, Tuesday, so we shall see. Now, let's fast forward. We're going to go to the Robert Durst trial, still finishing up closing arguments. Yep. Those men are so long-winded. Goodness gravy. I am so glad I didn't cover it, because I don't think I could listen to all that. So the jury will probably get that trial tomorrow. Now let's talk about the Stanley Ford case. Honest to God, guys, I have not seen anything that convinces me that this guy did it. There is lots of reasonable doubt. I mean, they finished their evidence on the first fire, and I don't see what connects him to this fire. Yes, there's camera footage of him going in and out of his home at the time, during the time frame right before this fire catches. But I think it's a leap to say that he's the one that set the fire. We see somebody there. We see an individual spraying this first home with probably lighter fluid or barbecue grill fluid, whatever. But we can't tell who it is. So how can we say that it's him? Just because he's going in and out of his home during all hours of the night. And you saw from earlier when they had the alarm company guy on stand that a lot of nights he did that. He would disarm his alarm and he would go out and he'd come back in. And he lived in these two homes, so he'd go back and forth between these two homes. So now you fast forward to the second fire, and yesterday they put on the canine officer again. He was on the scene. They alerted to the front porch. That's where this fire started, the front porch. But there were two of those large cans. I've got some right out here. One's a big recycling can and one's a regular trash can. And they're like 35 gallons, I think. 35? Oh, my nose itches. Maybe bigger. They're big trash cans. And they were leaned up against the porch, both of them. So the dog alerted several areas near the trash can and where the trash cans were. Those trash cans burned to the ground. There was nothing left of the trash cans. And then alerted to several areas on the porch, including where the lawnmower was and a gas can. So they went through each of those areas, and it was this officer's opinion that the fire actually started in those trash cans because of the burn pattern. That as the fire was burning in the trash can, which was up against the porch, you see how the flames moved up that porch. And what he says is the fire will go upwards and outwards. So it went up to the porch, and right on the other side of that porch railing is where the lawnmower and a baby stroller. So those were burned. It's not believed that it was started at the lawnmower. There's some charcoal on the other side of the porch that wasn't even burned, so that didn't contribute to the fire. So they really believe that it was started in these trash cans, and then it went up to the porch, and then upwards to the top of the house, and then started going back to the back of the house. Those poor people. My goodness. Then we see the same gentleman that I described that came on and talked about the video of the first house fire. his name is Barkhurst, I believe. He came back and testified about the video for the second fire. So they went back to the same home, Clarence Williams' home, who lives across the street from the defendant Stanley Ford's two houses. So he did not have footage. All of his cameras now were facing Stanley Ford's house. You know, you could see Stanley Ford's houses from several different directions. So what you see is that the alarm is disarmed at a certain time. What was it? Thought I wrote it down. Oh, 1 a.m. The alarm in Stanley Ford's house is disarmed at 1 a.m. And then from 1 a.m. on, you see him walking in and out of the house. You see a person, an individual. You don't know who it is. I mean, I don't think he lived there by himself, but a person walks in and out of the house. And then around 2:30 in the morning, you can see he is walking. This guy calls it frame right. He's walking frame right, and he crosses in front of Clarence Williams' house going down Fulton Street. So he's crossing in front of where the first fire was, and he's walking down towards where the second fire was. And shortly thereafter, we see him coming back and going back into the house, and then he sets the alarm for alarm stay, which means you're going to stay in your home, so your inside motion detectors are not functional, but your outside sensors are functional, which means you're locking up your house and you're just going to stay in it. And then right after that, the area starts to get very light, you know, because there's a fire going on down the street. So everything is starting to get very light outside. It's 2:30 and 2:33 in the morning. Then about 2:39, you start to see people out there with cell phones calling 911. And then about 2:44, you see the fire engines come. So this is circumstantial evidence that it was Stanley Ford, apparently. I don't know. We don't know. Was that Stanley Ford? Except for the fact that he owns those homes, how do we know that that's individual is Stanley Ford? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what the jury's going to think of this. So the prosecution is going to put on about 3 more witnesses today, and then they're going to rest their case. The defense, there was some argument. Now, the jury did not get to hear this. I got to hear it. The jury did not get to hear this. But there was argument in front of the judge about the defense witnesses. Apparently, Mr. Boggs, who was married to Angela Boggs, who perished in the fire. At this time, you know, Angela and her newer boyfriend perished in the fire. So her ex-husband, I don't know what his first name is, Boggs, as you may recall, he had gone to jail for 12 years for lighting her on fire, and spraying accelerant on her and lighting her on fire. He spent 12 years in prison for that. So he had just gotten out of prison. So they immediately go over, they arrest him, they put him in jail, they interrogate him. Apparently, there's an inmate that says he confessed. So I don't know if we're going to, that he killed the house with all those people in it. I don't know. And that it was racially motivated. His wife, Angela, was white. She was dating a black man. And, you know, one of those kids in the fire was his kids. So I don't know how much of that the judge intends to allow. They have subpoenaed Mr. Boggs. He is in jail for some unrelated charges. She has already had him, she's entered a court order to have him transferred locally so that he can testify, but it's very likely that he will come in and plead the fifth. Now, they also, something the jury will never hear is that he passed a polygraph. That's why he was eliminated as a suspect, because he passed a polygraph. But polygraphs are not admissible. They're not evidence of anything in a court of law. So the plot thickens. So if the defense brings in this Mr. Boggs and just puts that shadow of a doubt, if they all they have to do is ask him, did you confess to another inmate that you did these things? And he'll say, I plead the fifth. Well, now the jury has heard, oh, maybe did he confess to this? You know, and they've got it in their minds. So we're going to see how this plays out. Which is exactly what the judge said. We're going to see how this plays out and if I'm going to allow it. And then they're going to bring in, you know, if he says no, that he didn't, then they're going to bring in the inmate that heard him say this. Now, it's all hearsay. I don't know how they're going to get all this in. I just don't know, you know. And apparently the wife of Lindell Lewis, Francine Lewis, refused to take a polygraph, which again, is not evidence of anything, and hired a lawyer. But the jury's never going to know that either. So, you know, there were other suspects in both of these fires. So I don't know how did we get Stanley Ford? You know, what was his beef with these people, these 7 people that died? I haven't heard anything about, you know, we knew he had like a beef with Lindell Lewis in the first house, but what was his beef with these other 7 people? I don't know. So, I mean, why would he do that? What was his motive? I haven't heard any of that. There's a lot missing from this trial. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a not guilty verdict. I would not be surprised. He's got a really good set of lawyers. So we shall see how that plays out. What are we doing, Toots? She's looking for her bone. Where did your bone go? Where is it? We will find it after the show. I will help you find it. She's lost her bone. I bet you Duncan has it. Oh. Does Duncan have your bone? Is that the problem? I'll go get it for you. Oh. I got my pet rock. We're going to name the rock. This is my pet rock. We'll just take this off of it. Here, my pet rock. Michael's fine. So, oh my goodness. I was so tickled yesterday. We spent $30. My sister spent $10 and ended up with a new planner, all these stickers, you know, dividers, things to make up, you know, make her planner really pretty, a picture frame, all these sequin things that she can, you know, make. She loves to make Christmas ornaments and stuff. So she got her $10 worth, and I spent 20 and got all these planners to give away. I'm keeping this one here. I kept this one, the large one. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet, what kind of information I want to put in here. I'm thinking maybe using it as a diamond painting logbook, you know, I don't know, or like a craft, all my craft projects. I'm doing a lot of cross stitching. I can put those kind of projects in here, like when I start and when I stop, or when I work on it. I was working on my Alice one last night. I'm going to do a floss tube, so maybe this weekend, so I can update everybody. I don't have enough to do a floss tube every week, because I'm sort of a slow cross stitcher, but I'm really getting into it. You know, it's, yeah, I can do it and watch TV at night. I'll get back to the crochet. As soon as the first blast of cold comes, I'm going to start crocheting again. I don't know if you can see it, that red bag right back there. There's 2, that's one of those Santa sacks from Lion Brand Yarns. I've got 2 of those filled with hats and scarves that I'm taking to the retreat to see if anybody wants to buy them. Yeah. So, what happened this day in history? Okay, this day in history, what year was it? 1955, I think. Yeah, 1955. The Soviet Union sent a probe into space and had a rocket, aimed it at the moon, and it crashed into the moon. And so that made them the first to be on the moon. I don't think they were actually, nobody actually got out and walked around the moon like we did. You know, fast forward to 1969, where we actually landed on the moon and had somebody walk on the moon. But they they had this rocket. It crashed into the moon. It had a Soviet Union flag on it. But now everybody's worried. Oh my God! They sent Sputnik. 2 years later, they put Sputnik, a satellite, up into space, and now we're going. Oh, we have to hurry up. Kennedy's like, we've got to win this space race, and yeah, I wasn't even born yet, and I'm old. I wasn't even born yet when the Soviets hit the moon. That is the show for today. Kind of a short show. I do apologize. Yeah, I'll watch some more of the trials today that are going on. Try to bring you more. Yeah, I'm gonna work on this poor little shelving unit before so I can show you and get that loaded up. So, guys, have a great day. Working from home today. Yep. Gotta go to work. It's Tuesday. I know Shalene does a live on Tuesday. Shalene's Creativity Room. Who else? Who else on Tuesday? Don't know. That's who I watch. Shalene's Creativity Room. And don't forget, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central, I'm going to be doing with Nick and Tina. Nick and Tina's Coloring Creations. And I'm probably saying their channel name wrong. I'll make sure I get it right before tomorrow. They're going to come color with me. And then at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, we're kicking off Monster Mash. Get your Monster Mash painting out if you have it already. If you don't have it, you're going to have it very, very soon. This collab starts tomorrow and runs through October 31st. Lots of stuff to give away, as you saw from the Michaels video. I have lots of stuff to give away. We got a discount for diamond painting drills. So, yeah, I'll see you then. And I'll see you tomorrow, too, in Crafting and Crime. Love you. Bye.